If you're a business owner, you don't need us to tell you running a business is tough. Don't let QuickBooks and spreadsheets slow you down anymore. Now is the time to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system. NetSuite gives you the visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. Join the over 21,000 companies using NetSuite right now. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/C-suite. netsuite.com/C-suite. If you're a business owner, you don't need us to tell you running a business is tough. Don't let QuickBooks and spreadsheets slow you down anymore. Now is the time to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system. NetSuite gives you the visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. Join the over 21,000 companies using NetSuite right now. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/C-suite. netsuite.com/C-suite.
Welcome back to the Superhero Homies podcast. My name is Quentin, and as always, I am here with the homie Kevin.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how's everyone doing out there today? Bud, I haven't seen you all day. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing great because we got a guest today, a special guest.
Fuck yeah, we do!
Hell yeah, we are here with a very, very near and dear friend of mine. She actually knows another homie pretty well that's been on here quite a few times also, the homie Oz.
Oh yeah.
Megan, welcome to the Superhero Homies podcast. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tonight's gonna be stupid fun, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it is. So, I mean, for those of you who listen to the podcast, you surely know by now that obviously the Superhero Homies is such a nerd brand, and we are such strong nerds. Sometimes we exuberate too much of that nerdom, and it just gets everywhere.
And it's kind of funny too because whenever we catch ourselves in these moments, it's always with people who are ill prepared. So you start talking about whatever nerdism topic, of the day, and then all of a sudden you start spewing it, and you keep going into it, and then you think too much about it, and you realize, oh, you lost them like 5 minutes ago. They weren't ready for this level of topic.
Or longer.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
What I was going to specifically is we have inadvertently lived a specific nerd trope for way too long. Like we haven't. Like you are our first female guest on the podcast.
This is very true.
Yes.
I'm honored.
Yeah.
Golf clap.
Not for lack of trying, just for lack of proper female acquaintances. And you were, but you were perfect. We were thinking about future guests, and I was like, Megan would be fucking perfect for this.
Your name actually came up in a couple of episode ideas. I'm happy to say this was the one that we chose. However, this is going to be a dope one.
Oh yes,
I'm ready to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, hell
yeah.
But also, Megan, you're part of. I guess technically you're one half of the LARP Fairies, and that is a pretty cool group. Matter of fact, a couple months ago I had my birthday, and I had something
there he is
pretty fucking cool made for me, and I posted pictures on the Instagram page of a crocheted Cyclops. There's a long history tale behind myself and the character Cyclops, kind of like an inside joke here, but it's super fucking cool and detailed, and these guys made it. These gals made it.
I bet you I know what that inside joke is. Is it because you're, a little bitch like he is?
Oh, damn. Shots fired.
All right.
Fuck.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to the podcast. We'll catch you guys next week.
Damn, I forgot, man. I remember you kind of telling me a little bit about this, that whenever you hang out with this part of the crew, they make fun of you for being a Cyclops fan because you guys don't really care for them.
And it's
Gotcha. Okay.
It's one of those things where it's like I'm not even like a huge, big Cyclops fan, but it's like I'll defend him because he is not that bad. And you know what? We're gonna talk about him tonight.
We're going to talk about a lot of people tonight.
A lot of people.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people. Tonight's going to be a fun one for the holiday season. Happy V-Day anticipation for all of you homies out there, I suppose. Valentine's Day. First time I've actually pronounced the full thing. I've just gotten too used to the shortcut V-Day,
Yeah.
Which I guess could have been mixed up for Veterans Day, awkwardly enough. But hey, here we are. Yeah.
But tonight's episode, guys, is going to be about dating superheroes. So if these superpowered people were real, how would it be to date them? And we're going to look at this from both from all different perspectives. How would it be to date some of these superheroes? Now, obviously, when you look at it firsthand, I feel like you maybe only think about the pros, just the good things, but there are quite a few.
I gotta say,
there's got to be some cons in there.
I thought about the cons first because the cons kept popping up.
So did I.
There was a long ass list of cons. I don't know where we want to start. I'm ready to just hit the gas pedal on this because
let's go
the
ahead.
first one that I feel like has to be said, because we're going to be talking about him pretty soon here. Poor Hulk, man. He's just fucked.
That is interesting.
So, Hulk wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for. I mean, he would have to take some anger management classes or something, probably.
Right.
But in
right.
bed, it would probably be pretty baller.
You think so?
I do, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Although, technically, I kind of like it a little rough, though.
Oh.
So, I wouldn't be, too chuffed either way.
Okay.
But he would have to take anger management or something. Something would have to be done because can't live with someone like that.
I mean, in the Edward Norton movie, because I'm sure you thought of this example too. He even talks about how, I can't get my heart rate that high because it just happens. You know?
Yeah, he tried to get his freak on.
Exactly.
In one scene, and his eyes started going green.
Yep.
But it was like, all right, maybe take 5.
Right.
But I didn't think about it like that. I mean, because I guess if you're Bruce Banner, maybe you do reach a point where like, I can
you have
I can
enough
unleash-
control.
Yeah.
Like you can throttle.
Right. I can crack this door open a little bit.
I love Bruce Banner. He is like, I don't know. I just get really overprotective about Bruce Banner.
Okay.
He's just
okay.
so sweet.
Hell yeah! I'm glad we hit this one first. Then yeah. So Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner, or which one is kind of like your go-to when you think Bruce Banner?
I don't know. Like,
Okay.
I just kind of.
Just the character as
Yeah.
a whole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
the character
okay.
as a
So
whole.
maybe
Yeah.
even the comic image every now and
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Yeah,
Dope.
yeah.
Dope. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess there is something there to like kind of sympathize with. Oh man, there's this lonely, broken character who's always on the run.
Yeah.
The military is always after him. He thinks he's a monster.
Yeah, I just want to hold him and kiss him and love him, protect him like a little baby.
Now, have
So
you,
in other words, he might actually be picking up more women with this. Actually, yeah.
This might all be an elaborate ploy by Bruce Banner.
I can't take it anymore. The military, they're always after me. I'm so lonely.
Just if I just had one night of freedom, I could
Let me freak.
right. Let me ask you this, Megan. Have you seen the Avengers movie where like there's a bit of a romance between Black Widow and the Hulk?
Yes, I ship that hard.
Do you?
I
Okay,
do.
I was gonna ask you what you think of
I
that.
love Black Widow.
Yeah.
She's my absolute favorite.
yeah.
I'd date her
she's-
too.
Oh, good. Because
Hell
we're talking
yeah.
about her for sure. I've mentioned plenty of times about the actress in particular, Scarlett Johansson. But I mean, as far as like the character Black Widow as a whole, yes, absolutely yes, 1,000 times yes. But the thing about the relationship between Black Widow and the Hulk was that the same thing. I was trying to figure out how are they gonna make that work. Like in your mind, what do you think would be like the perfect ending for those two?
Ooh, good question.
I don't know. Like, you say in my mind to picture them, but I'm probably not picturing them the way you want me to picture them right now.
Oh my. Ooh.
Like, I'm picturing them in different ways.
All right, so you're picturing them in a different way. How?
More in bed.
That was gonna be my next question. Like, we just want a happy ending of them banging, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Dope.
No,
Okay.
that'd be perfect.
I mean, that's a pretty happy ending, you know. Yeah.
It would definitely be Black Widow's happy ending because she ain't doing a damn thing after this.
Well, she's not doing a damn thing now.
Oh, God
Damn.
damn.
I'm very upset. Sorry, I'm very salty about it.
I
Yeah.
mean, hey, look, I think that her movie is probably going to be the best superhero movie of the year.
I'm so
Actually,
ready.
yeah. I got money on that down too. Hell yeah.
yeah.
So ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We're looking forward to that one. So,
Shoulda banged. I'm writing that down.
yeah. I mean, I think you're right. Maybe at least once, you know. Just to see
I'm
what
not sure if
happens.
Disney would have done it justice, but yeah.
I mean, they don't have to, of course, show anything, but just allude to the fact that they spent time together.
Like a fade to
Ah,
black.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Kind of like
Classy.
like Wanda and Vision. Like they never said that they banged, but we know that they've spent a lot of time together,
This is true. This is true.
indicating that they probably did bang. But Hulk does kind of lead to like you can't talk about Hulk in bed and not think about what it'd be like to be with Superman.
That's another one. That is another
Because
one.
I feel that like Lois Lane, you know, God bless her heart, like I don't know how she does it.
I mean, does Clark Kent have that much restraint? Is the question. You know.
I mean, because like that's like having a jackhammer for a sex toy, right?
Explicit material, folks.
I can't-
Is your kid listening in the back seat?
Oops.
No. There's the E on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
Fuck them kids, they know better. I mean, but seriously though, like Superman would be he'd be a really difficult one to be with.
Yeah, I mean, as far as everything else go, I'd imagine he'd be a good like courtship or dating person or whatever you call that. A good no.
No.
Okay.
I think he's too pretentious.
Oh, fuck.
I
Okay.
wouldn't. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to deal with that. It's like his head's so far up his own ass. I don't think that I'd want to.
So you don't see how Lois does it then?
No.
Yeah.
She's probably a weak woman.
God,
Fuck. Wow.
damn.
More shots fired. Damn. Man, screw Cyclops, screw Lois Lane. I mean,
No, I didn't say I hated Lois Lane as much as
Yeah.
I hate Cyclops.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but so for sure is nothing physical about Superman that would turn you away or turn you off. It's the personality of him.
Yeah, like I mean, I guess his body's alright and all that, but it.
well, you see one super body, you see them all. You know.
That's fair.
Yeah, because I mean, everyone is drawn to be super jacked and
Because they're
and
superheroes.
Exactly. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah.
I mean, but like, I think though, if you were to this is gonna get super deep now. If you were to touch Captain America, you would feel a flesh and bone man that's in extremely great shape. If you were
I was
to
about to
touch
say, just ask-
Superman, you would feel
An alien.
fucking steel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. You would feel organic metal basically, where it's just like fuck, that's like ungodly not skin.
Yeah.
I get the same contact from a bullet. I mean,
Basically, just wow. Going back to the
Going
jackhammer.
back to the jackhammer again.
But yeah, but Captain America's an interesting one because I feel like that would be like the safest lane to go with because one, I imagine he'd be like daggum husband material, like you take him home to visit mom and mom's just like, what the fuck are you doing? You're done dating. You marry that right now. You know?
Yeah.
I imagine he'd be like the go-to Boy Scout type BS. Yeah.
You know, the more I think about Captain America, it's like there's almost like a peak. And we're strictly talking about guys, so we're gonna switch it over here for a little bit.
We are going to
too,
switch it
but-
over. Yeah.
But like, I feel like you reach a peak, like everything's great about this man, but then the movie I think about him, like there's some shit there. Like this is a man from the 1930s New York City. I mean, this is what he knows mostly. Okay, so I feel like there'd be a lot of hand holding. Are you okay with that?
I am.
All right.
Especially with
Okay.
Captain America.
Aw.
I know. I love him. There's
Okay,
only one
okay.
other that I love more than him.
Ooh.
Iron Man.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Why is that? Can I ask?
He's rich and he's powerful. And he's sexy.
Okay. Okay.
Well, there you have it. I mean,
There you have it.
I would settle for Batman, but Iron Man did that much better.
You would settle for Batman.
Wow. This is fun. This is great. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so I don't know if I'm done with Captain America yet because there's just something there
Okay. Okay.
that makes me feel like this man would. I don't know.
Well, notice they never stew long term on the mentality of him in the past. They do it in the fun and gimmicky way where they talk about like, hey, you don't know about Star Wars because you weren't born, or you were born well before then and you missed it, or you don't know about this and that and Earth, Wind, and Fire, and you know, so they play on that kind of joke, but they never talk about like the mentality of social America then versus now, and like the growth of like equality and all that stuff that's in between. So I wonder if there'd be like, you know, wrinkles to iron out, and it's like, hey, shithead, we don't talk like that to women, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like, when were bras allowed to vote?
Oh fuck. I mean, right? That's. I mean.
It would be definitely a mindset switch.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's just me more joking around about it, because I always thought about that about Captain America. How did he reacclimate himself into modern society? And he's such a good guy, and he's so fucking likable. Like every time you see him. But yeah, that'd be interesting. You did mention Iron Man, and I do want to touch on him as well.
Okay, I do too.
All right. God damn it.
She meant a different way than you did, by
She
the way.
did.
But you set her up.
I did.
You didn't even know it. You just
No.
walked into it blindly.
Oh yeah. I
Wow.
I passed it a buck.
I was debating if you did it on purpose or not, and it's like, holy fuck, he didn't.
It was perfect.
But yeah, so you're touching on Iron Man. Okay.
And so you said it's all the power and the money and does his charm have anything to do? Surely his charm has a huge.
Absolutely, it does.
Okay.
He had me from movie one.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it?
I mean, he does have that swagger confidence, you know. He really does.
And you know, it's been really hard for me because I haven't decided yet if it is Iron Man or Robert Downey Jr.
Oh.
That's kind of a hard distinction to make
It is,
sometimes.
because I see him and I think immediately Iron Man.
Right.
He
Right.
can't be anything else, and no one else can be him.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Here's, I think, a better way to decipher it. Watch Robert Downey Jr. in another movie and just keep telling yourself it's Tony Stark and see if it still has the same, I guess, spark. I'm not sure if that's a strong experiment. There's too many...
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I might try that.
Yeah. I was about to say, I mean, his most recent movie needs a little extra love, so, I mean, you know, people can go watch that. Doolittle, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Did not do well. Not in the box office, at least. I don't know. We didn't see it. So.
I'll wait for it to get somewhere where I can watch it for free.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably for the best.
But anyways...
Yeah, no, so the thing about Iron Man, though, is that if you were to date someone like Iron Man, you'd have to deal with half-truths.
I was about to say, I was tempted to just say lies, but yeah.
Well, I mean, on the same aspect of that, he would probably have to deal with the same from me.
Oh.
So if you expect me to take it, you better be able to take it too, type thing. Like if you can dish it, you best be able to take it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here's another aspect, though. Iron Man, he's slightly different from most other superheroes in the sense that his identity is public. You would have to basically deal with knowing that
He's a
any of
celebrity.
his vast enemies out there.
Would probably use me as bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about that, and you know what? That's fine. I'm all right with that because usually he wins anyway. So
Usually.
except for that one last time.
Right. I mean, so there's a lot of that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
As well. I mean, I guess like if there's no problem with that,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, you know, because I naturally am a braggart, and so then I can be like hanging off his arm. This is my Iron Man.
Oh my.
The only thing I think that would irritate me the most is not being able to spend the time I want with him because he's always fiddling with his gadgets.
yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Like
And
you'd
that
have to
is-
tell him, no, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is true because because like basically all superheroes are going to spend a good portion of their time away because they're superheroes. But then with Tony on top of that, it's like he's going to spend time in the shop.
Yeah.
Even when he is home, he won't really be home.
Right.
So that is true.
Yeah, that gets a little difficult then. And I'm sure there's like fun little cute rope rounds you could think of for that, but yeah.
Like getting rid of all of his stuff. And...
Tony, we don't need 50 Iron Man suits in the living room, okay? Put that shit back downstairs. Yeah.
Would you ask for him to commission you an Iron Man suit? Because I think I would in that position.
I mean, yeah, same here, dude. All day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I'd be Iron Woman.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he would do it, but
Oh, he'd do it.
Oh my.
there are ways to persuade a man.
There are ways to persuade. I was about to say.
Yeah. let's switch gears for a second and talk about some of our founder female superhero people as well.
All right.
And then afterwards, we want to talk about some villains.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So, what's a super female you want to talk about, brother?
Wonder Woman.
All right.
That's a classic go-to. Can't go wrong there. We talked a little bit about Black Widow, but yeah, Wonder Woman. How do you feel? I was about to call him Chris Pine.
So,
Trevor, his actual character named Trevor. I was about to call him Chris.
Okay,
but it's
yeah,
no, Trevor. How do you think Trevor feels about all that?
Yeah, Steve Trevor.
Or that's that's what I said.
So I think the thing about like dating someone like Wonder Woman and what it says about Steve is that you've got to you can't be self-conscious about yourself because you're dating essentially a goddess.
True. I imagine he has to be the kind of guy that arrives at a situation that she's dealing with and doesn't say, okay, I'm here, it's all gonna be okay. Instead, he's probably the guy who says, I'm here, what do you need? You know, like the supportive of a powerful woman type thing, which is great. I don't know. What about you, Megan? What do you think?
From like her perspective or from
Either, yeah.
Or both.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fair. Me being a powerful woman, there's nothing worse than being with someone insecure to the point of jealousy or always wanting to be up your butt. And I can't do that.
Right.
When you say being up your butt, do you mean like a typical clingy guy?
Yeah. Like super clingy. Like I gotta take care of him and this, that, and another. No, and I think that would probably be a common problem with most female heroes.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause especially in Wonder Woman's case, it's like she's a baller. She's big time. So
I mean, she can pull Superman, you know. So I look in this perspective, like if I'm dating Wonder Woman, all right, and then it's like I see her on the news and I see her sitting next to fucking Superman,
right?
Like, fuck.
And then here's the thing. That's her ex, son. She had to break up with him to get to your ass, and it's like,
and that's true. And it's like,
you're a downgrade.
Right. Like, I can't fucking do the things that guy can do in any capacity.
He's a jackhammer. We've already talked about it.
I mean, so
wow.
And that goes back to like square one, saying that you really have to be, confident and about yourself. You have to have no self-conscious issues with yourself.
Ooh, this is a running joke on the show, Megan. But you'd have to have Kite Man level confidence to get that shit going. Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned because that kind of we can go and explain like the inception of how this episode came to be, and that is with
that sounds fun. Yeah.
And that has a lot to do with one of the most obscure comic book characters ever. His name is Kite Man.
Yep. So we've been digging the Harley Quinn animated show that's on the DC Universe, actually. And we do like a little shorties thing where we kind of go over it. The homies all know about this. I don't need to exposit for them. But one of the funniest things that they've done is take Kite Man and give him a lot more depth and personality. And it has been so fucking good. It is such a funny show already. But Kite Man is... how would you put it, Q? How would you put Kite Man?
Have you ever watched Futurama?
Yes.
Okay. And have you ever watched Rick and Morty?
I see where this is going.
I've watched a little bit of it, but I can't say I'm a fan.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Well, he is like, and I've said this before on the podcast. He is a lot like Zach Brannigan from Futurama, mixed with a character from Rick and Morty named Jerry. In the sense that both are super incompetent. One is overly confident, though. Zach Brannigan is, and then
Zach Brannigan. That's just damn.
But yeah, that was close.
I'm drinking the kombucha right now. It's like I can't make that voice right now. Yeah, I'll try again later.
that pretty much encompasses Kite, because here's the thing: like he has no powers. He has a kite. It's a hang glider. That's the only thing he has. Like he's not an expert hand-to-hand combatant. He's not super intelligent. He just has a fucking kite, and they brought him back recently in the comics, like in the past year or two, and he's really struck a chord with a lot of fans because he's fucking Kite Man.
He's fucking Kite Man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. In this Harley Quinn cartoon, he's dating Poison Ivy, and and me and Kevin celebrate that because it's like this is one for the underdogs. But no, so that's kind of like the inception and the ongoing joke here.
One of the
Gotcha.
scenes that we've loved to joke about is that she and Kite Man were kind of having a little bit of a tussle. You know, not every relationship is perfect. And they were having a little thing of communication, arguing. And one of the points that he brings up is, look, we're both super people. You have the power to control plant life. I have the power of kites. And her response is, I love that you think that's a power. And it's just like, fuck, man. I want Kite Man level confidence. Yeah.
And that's the term now. Kite Man level confidence.
Yep.
That's great. I'm glad I know that now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, truthfully, like his whole being brought back was such an odd thing because he had one panel in one Batman comic that showed him flying away from a crime scene, and it said it was him. He says, "Kite Man, hell yeah." And they have taken that.
I was about to say Tom King, luckily. Yeah.
And they've taken that and really just ran with it. He's had a couple more appearances now. He's gotten bigger, and now he's in this TV show, and he's even bigger. So yeah, it's such an obscure character with virtually no powers. He's all intents and purposes useless.
So there's
but-
that.
That's
There
funny.
you go.
Yeah. He's great though. He's Kite Man.
He's Kite Man. Hell yeah.
Oh geez, but no, we were talking about Wonder Woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
We really stretched the bridge there. But yeah, Wonder Woman.
And I think we're almost done with Wonder Woman. It takes a lot of fucking Kevin,
Yo.
how do you woo Wonder Woman? What do you say to Wonder Woman? Like she just saved a burning building
You know
next
what?
to you.
This is how I do it. Complete honesty. All right? Complete upfront honesty.
Because lasso of truth.
No.
That
That's
can be
the
a
thing.
kink.
That could very much be a kink. That could be pretty great, I suppose. Ooh, that could be very great. I'm very distracted, excuse me. But I want to be upfront and honest with her at the get-go. That way it's like, look, babe, you don't need the lasso. I'll tell you everything. All right? I'll tell you right now. I want you. And I really want you. And I'd be super happy to have you, please.
Please.
Please. You're a great woman. You know? And just kind of give it to her straight, man, you know?
Yeah.
No pussyfoot around it. I'm confident in my approach, and I'm honest in my approach. All right? I tell her right now, look, I'm not a super person, so...
What can you give her that Superman can't?
A mind.
Oh, fuck. Megan, come here. Give me some of that ring. Fuck yeah.
damn.
You know, no. Give, here. Toast me too. Fuck yeah. She can stay.
You know what? I'm gonna pull a Cyclops to Superman. He is not that bad.
I mean, I'm going to take that, though. But at the same time, I'm going to give her something that I'm sure she and her super life and all the crazy, extravagant, literally out of this world adventures that she's had, she's never been able to experience. I'm going to give her a normal fucking day where she can relax and just be herself and not have to be Wonder Woman, who has all this pressure and this superheroism and have to deal with Bruce Wayne's bullshit and Superman's obvious dumb bullshit, apparently.
Yeah.
So I would give her a normal day. We'd go on a normal ass date. I would be a normal dude. There you go. And of course, I'd be a gentleman because I'm a Southern gent, damn it. All right, I'm gonna open the door for her. I don't care how nerdy that is. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna be great.
I think about this a lot, way more than I should.
Please. That's our job. That's why we're here.
You're right.
Yeah.
But it's like with Wonder Woman. Okay, so
Okay.
she doesn't know a whole lot about men. Period.
Okay.
So I would look at it as like, you may know Clark. I'm sorry, in this reality, I shouldn't know his real name. You may know Superman, but he's an alien. Okay.
Okay.
I'm a human.
Okay, your pitch is wavering a little bit. Okay.
Oh no, this is not what I'm saying to her verbatim.
Okay.
This is just like the thesis of what I feel one would need to do.
Okay.
But it's like, I feel that like, as a typical guy, I know that there's some things you don't know about. Like, for example, there's a scene in the comics and in the movie where she has ice cream for the first time and she thinks it's fucking miraculous. I'm about to blow her mind.
You've done an excellent thing here, sir. Right.
Yeah.
What do you think about those approaches, Megan? Do you think it's like, Kevin, no, shut that fuck up, you're dorky?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah? I love it.
Okay. The whole truth thing, that can only go so far before.
Oh, yeah,
girl
no,
is
that'd be
gonna
like day
turn-
one.
Yeah. Before she's going to turn to you and be like, Okay, thanks, creeper. Have a nice day.
Okay, well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
But honesty is not a bad approach.
Okay.
Just you could probably leave out the please.
Good point. We'll say that's the rough draft.
Yeah, and as for you, Quentin, I don't know. Maybe you should go for Lois Lane.
Oh.
I mean, she makes good money. She's pretty hot. I can you know.
Plus, it might be easier to impress her.
I think it'd be harder to impress her. It'd be easier to impress Wonder Woman. Because she's not that familiar with our culture, with Earth life.
So you want to trick her?
If you want to call it that.
Wow.
I want to be the first to introduce her to a lot of the magnificent things that this life has to offer. And if I'm there when she experiences those things, she looks back on those experiences.
Okay.
I'm there.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that is also if we get a very early on Wonder Woman. This is like predating either of the supers, Batman or Superman. So I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah, man.
We already mentioned a little bit Black Widow.
No, that's a good one. Black Widow, man. First off, I would fucking love that. You know, I don't care if she'd have to kill me by the end of the relationship. I would die happy. It'd be dope.
I agree with that.
Right?
If you look at a Black Widow, though, like, don't they kill and eat their partners after mating?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's where it comes from, I would presume. I've heard that before, so yeah. I'm not a arachnologist. What the fuck is a spider scientist?
Spider scientist. Just go with that one.
Okay, spider scientist.
Sounds great.
Arachnologist. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it.
Sounds good to me.
We made up the word.
Yeah.
Spider scientist.
Yeah.
Spider scientist. I don't know, man. Black Widow would be a tricky one.
Okay.
She's so smart.
What do you think about it?
God, I would love a woman like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's in all aspects to me. She's just perfect. She's so smart, and she catches on so quickly to things. Like, but then again, at the same time, I don't know what else would be left to talk about with her, or if I would even be able to talk to her.
Okay.
Yeah, you mean like being able to relate even?
I'd be more sitting in awe, staring at her.
Just amazed that you're in the same room, right?
Yeah.
You know what I think she would appreciate? I think she would appreciate not even someone who can challenge her, but somebody who tries.
I can get behind that idea.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because look at her entire life is training, being trained to be a trained assassin and killer and fighter, and spy and espionage.
Right.
Like,
Trained to flip a situation over in her favor. Yeah. So
I mean, I think that if you can surprise her in a good way, like if you can pull a surprise date on her without her knowing or catching on, I think she love it.
She would. I think she would like that too. Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, and there lies the challenge.
Exactly. There's the next question, my brother. How would you surprise date her?
You would definitely, I feel, need to get in with some of her associates.
Okay.
Like, whether she's like
know the Avengers, basically.
Get Hulk involved.
Oh gosh. Oof.
I mean, nobody ever said anything about a threesome, so.
Oh gee, being in a threesome with the Hulk, I might as well not even be there.
Nope. At that point, you're just the usher.
All right. God damn.
Right.
I don't know though, man. I mean, so here's one cool thing about I think both her and Cap is that the sex is feasible. I mean, that is it's possible.
Right.
Whereas
it's probably really good sex too.
Yeah, with the both of them.
Hell yeah.
With Wonder Woman and Superman, I don't think even Hulk. Banner, yes. If you can keep that shit on the wraps, it's possible. But if we get like a full on Hulk out situation,
I can't tell that was a condom joke.
My mind kind of went there too. So.
Right? It's like, I don't think Trojan makes that size.
I can see where you're coming from though with the Superman and Wonder Woman thing. Like, you kind of wonder what are they expecting? You know. Like, am I doing all right? This type of thing.
I imagine like a. Bear with me with you, because I know we're jumping all over the fucking place. I imagine a little bit on a grander scale the Jessica Jones Luke Cage action. Remember that from the Netflix series? Did you watch those shows?
I did not, no.
Well, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, two super people that have better.
I watched a little bit of that.
Okay.
Not a whole lot though.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Just-
where they basically broke the whole fucking thing, like the whole bed. Yeah, I imagine it'd be a little like that, but
Yeah.
they're gonna have to do it like Superman's secret base up in the ice or
Right.
something. That's
Well, I mean,
a little
but, like,
tougher. Yeah.
Sex with them, like with normal human,
No.
yeah. There's no way.
No.
Lois Lane should be a puddle on the ground right now.
Ouch.
Yeah. Steve Trevor, that's death by snoo snoo. Like his
Yep.
pelvis is crushed. But with Black Widow,
I had death by fuck. Damn kombucha.
that's a glorious way to die. Don't get me wrong.
It really is though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But with Black Widow, it's possible and probably mind blowing.
yeah.
But then you also have to think about the potential social ineptitude of Black Widow. Like, how much of a people person is she?
She's probably not. I don't imagine she's much of a people person.
I imagine it a little bit like if you were able to actually get past the shell and know her a little bit more, kind of like if you remember Winter Soldier, where she and Cap were just socializing in the middle of a daggone mission. I imagine it'd be a little like that. But you have to get past that initial phase and actually break the ice and, really get to know her.
I picture her as she's a person that sets up a lot of different walls, and once she lets someone in, that person's probably not going to be let back out
Yeah.
for a very long time. So it'd probably be, in the long run, a fruitful and long relationship with
Hell
her.
yeah.
I can see that. And plus, I'd have a bodyguard all the time too.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
And I'd love that shit. That wouldn't make me insecure.
Right?
Fuck
No,
yeah.
not at all.
Watch out. My girlfriend will kick your ass.
Yeah. Keep talking shit, my woman will beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Who knows? By the end of the day, she might be my fiance. I got a ring in my pocket ready for that shit. You said she won't let you go. I won't let her go.
That's the truth.
There you go. What's up?
Assertiveness or not with Black Widow? You think she should be the more assertive one? Or?
I think she'd be definitely the more confident one. Assertive.
I would say, to an extent, like in the public
Yeah.
eye, yes, absolutely. But behind closed doors, she wants to be dominated.
I was about to say, like, I would want to show her assertion as well, because I don't want to always be the pushover dude. I'm not
Right.
going to be that softy boyfriend or some dumb shit. No, I was about to say, fuck yeah, But I imagine you putting it actually really well, where it's like in front of the people, it's there, the mentality, the training, and whatnot. I imagine she's always going to be Black Widow there, but then behind closed doors, we actually get Natasha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That just came to mind. Like, that's probably pretty important with someone like her. Moving on. Let's do another lady here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what's Captain Marvel was coming to my mind, but what's up? What do you think?
I had Storm on my list.
Storm?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
no, that's a fun one. Yeah, let's do that instead. Yeah.
So,
Wow.
and
Bet you in bed with her would be pretty electric.
God damn it.
I was waiting for one of us to
God.
make the joke.
It's
Fuck.
true. One of the three was going to make the joke.
I mean, you set up the bowling pins.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out which joke I wanted to make.
Wait, what was the other one?
It's something about thunder.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Or I bet you should be pretty wet or something like that.
I think that was my favorite.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit. No, but Storm would be... Okay, so...
I was about to say, like, wait, which version of Storm are we getting? Like, what time in her life? Because there's at some point when she's royalty, I can never live up to that shit. You can never live up to that shit.
I can tell her that I lived in Wakanda, but I left purposely because they stole my technology
Okay. Want to be Killmonger?
and in doing such, I was like, you know what, y'all do y'all, but I'll come here, and then I found an apple. Basically,
Did you say find an apple?
I said I found an apple.
Okay.
See,
Right, you heard. Okay.
I thought you found an apple. I was like,
Yeah, I was like, that must have been a really good apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
I mean-
like a big old fat Honey Crisp apple or something? Not no Granny Smith, yeah.
But no, Storm would be. I don't think she's high maintenance, but I do think that she does require a certain. I don't know.
I imagine there's probably a day in the week where she sits back and it's like a half day of lazy pajama nothingness where you're sitting there, maybe you're watching Netflix or something. I imagine she has, I can see her so easily sitting there having that time where it's just like, no, I am, being myself, being comfortable. And I imagine that would be pretty dope, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. But then I also imagine it's like she has such a rigid, well-disciplined schedule of habits where it's like, okay, I can't do this right now. We're done. It's been half a day. I gotta go do, Storm shit. Yeah, fill in the blank.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing Storm shit.
Yeah.
And having those good habits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like I look back at like the array of people that she's been with or dated, and it's like she was married to Black Panther.
Yeah. Wait,
And,
was they divorced?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man,
Yeah.
that's sad.
Yeah. I think the comics forced them to get divorced when it looked like Marvel wouldn't give the X-Men rights back, and so that's when they started that whole bullshit. Anyways,
That is bullshit.
but now,
Sorry, we can't be
now-
married. The companies don't agree.
Yeah, but now they should be able to get back together. I'm hoping for it. Anyway, but she's also been with Wolverine, and so it's like those are two completely different
Wow.
sides of the spectrum. You have one who is royalty, and then you have
I can see it though.
one who's Canadian.
I can see it. Because it's the same bullshit that Jean Grey did whenever she was like attracted to both Scott and Logan,
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I set you up. I'm ready for you. I threw it up for the alley-oop.
Cyclops is just a little.
He's the best.
He's such a little bitch. He whines all the time and is incessant. All he does is pick on all of his little buddies, and he.
Homies, I just want you to know I'm loving this. Q looks very uncomfortable right now. Megan's smiling. It's gray over here, guys. I'm just gonna sit here and drink my water.
Cyclops.
Yes, I have water and kombucha.
Cyclops is. He is such a
bitch.
a misunderstood person. Okay, Cyclops. He does not whine. He worries about the
He
future.
cheated on Jean Grey.
He thought she was dead.
No. Okay, so like the 5 times she died, yes, I understand. But the last time, no.
Okay. All right. So.
When he cheated on her with Emma Frost.
Okay. So.
I
mean, so-
shots called over here. Where are we going? Where's the defense?
And then he goes and marries someone that looks exactly like Jean Grey
Oh,
and
okay.
has a kid.
I understand how that can seem a little off.
And then what's he do when Jean Grey is said to be alive?
I mean, so
Brother,
okay, yes.
brother.
He divorced
brother.
the woman, left his kid, and goes to be with Jean Grey.
Brother, I want you to know right now, you're trying to get up, and she's just bam knocking you down, bam, bam. This is just tri-beam all day long on your ass, and you're just concaving into the earth.
Okay.
But it's okay. It's okay though, because you're entitled to your wrong opinion. So I still love
Wow.
you.
So Cyclops. Okay, as Cyclops' defense attorney,
I'm listening.
I will start from the beginning. The man potentially has head trauma. He fell out of a plane as a kid and hit his head. And
Okay.
survived.
So what? We're going with a mentally incompetent
Well,
verdict here.
all I'm saying is that in normal day and age, we know about CTE and how it's affecting a lot of people.
Wow.
But as far as he married Madeline Pryor, who looked just like Jean Grey.
Just like.
He couldn't have the original, so he settled for
She
the
was
copy.
dead. She was dead. Jean was dead.
I'm just having fun here. I'm just
I
stoking
think
the
this might
fire.
have been her 4th time dead. Just saying.
It looked for real this time though. She was dead for a long time.
Okay.
No, she was, because they had a kid. What was it? Was he 9? By the time Cyclops decided to leave him, never, screwed this kid. I helped make him, but I'm going over here because I.
It wasn't quite like that. Like that kid became a time traveler. So he's like, well, you know what? Fuck, the kid's gonna. Hey, you're gonna do so much,
homies. I'm loving every second of this. This is great.
Cyclops also.
Thanks for listening.
Cyclops also had to, on a daily basis, try to keep his personal life in order while also protecting all of mutant kind
and keeping his sunglasses on.
Maybe that's why he couldn't see why he was such a whiny little kid.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even know I set her up that time. Well done.
You're
Holy
welcome.
fuck.
You're
You gotta come back.
Of course.
No, I think this is fine.
No, I'm gonna. What are y'all doing next week?
I know, right?
Yeah, I think we're busy all of next week.
Oh, fuck, man.
Shit. Oh, damn.
So wait. Let me defend you for you. What were we talking about before Cyclops? We were talking about Wolverine and Storm. That's right. So Storm, she kind of flip flopped and went to really what does feel like two different people entirely, different personalities. What's up?
I was gonna say, to be fair, she did have a fling with Wolverine way before.
Right. Well, Wolverine's been with everyone on the X-Men.
Yeah, also true.
I mean, yeah.
Technically, I guess if you can't catch an STD, then
He is kind of a man whore. Yeah. I still love him.
I was gonna say, so is Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to deal with that with Tony too. Can you trust him?
I was about to say,
I mean,
Pepper, Gamora, Emma. Yeah, I mean, fuck. So
Yeah.
literally, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But as far as Storm goes, trying to woo Storm, I don't know, man. I feel like,
again, it's
Yeah.
kind of like what age do you catch her? Because in some tellings, she's
I think like modern day for her.
so post divorce. Oh fuck! Oof! I got no idea because she got used to that T'Challa money, dude. I mean, how much of it did she win in the divorce? The legal system's gonna favor with her.
Oh, if T'Challa is smart, which he is, he'd be like, well, in Wakanda, we don't do that.
We don't do that here.
I don't know, man.
I love that scene.
Yeah,
That was such a great meme scene, but
slightly off topic, man. Whenever they do bring the X-Men into Marvel, I really hope we
Sure.
get something with Storm and Black Panther. That'd be
same here.
cool. But no, I feel like I would have to do something super romantic that's not like me, and try to fucking write a poem.
So in other words, not be yourself.
Yeah,
Or,
it'd
like,
be terrible.
a wine-induced rose-topped table on a skyscraper. Something really super extra romantic.
Okay.
I think something like that would probably work for her.
Okay.
You might be
I
right.
can see that.
Like you have to go the extra mile to show her that you're really interested.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe actually have like a small little music group up there too, or something like that. Just kind
I
of
think
like
that
set
would
the
probably
mood.
be pushing it over.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Damn. Oof. Let me take notes here. No music group.
A speaker would probably be just fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bluetooth on your phone or something.
Okay. Nice.
As far as the women go, you mentioned Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but excuse me, guys.
Really
Ooh,
buzzing.
sneeze off mic. So, excuse me. There's a foot there too. Captain Marvel. It's kind of like another super person, kind of like comparable to Superman or Wonder Woman there a little bit. Captain Marvel.
Yeah. I feel like the difference is though is that she knows human culture really well because she is,
Right.
human.
Right. Make a few Star Wars jokes, become her friend. Yeah.
I feel that though because she, especially in like modern comics, modern times, she's felt so almost held back and pushed down that you probably shouldn't in a relationship try to coax her in any one direction. Like, I feel like once her mind is made up,
I don't
whether
feel
it's
like
for-
I would try to coax anyone into a direction, honestly.
I mean,
but I
whether-
get what you're saying though. Yeah.
Yeah, if you get what I'm saying. So, like,
Yeah.
if she's making like a shitty decision, that's gonna be her shitty decision to make, and you should probably just
So you just support her and show her support.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Again, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier: the strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, okay, dope. You want to go do that? You go do that. I hope Thanos doesn't kick your ass, you know?
God damn, you lost an arm this time? Well, I mean...
Fuck, I mean, come on.
I really don't want to say I told you so. But.
Who the hell could you see about a lost arm? Fuck. I don't remember anyone that could heal that well.
Maybe you can get a really dope prosthetic. I don't know.
Zorn? Did Zorn heal in his weird bullshit that he existed for? I don't... Okay, whatever. Anyways.
You would have to go Star Wars for the healing.
Yeah. Or, I mean...
Yeah, wow.
You can go to, like, Mr. Fantastic. I think he can whip you up a core prosthetic. Him and Tony can probably make him something.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And then go sit in the waiting room next to Bucky as your arms get worked on. Anyways.
Yeah, send this to Winter Soldier. Yeah. He knows all about this.
Yeah.
Like, first time.
So, who do you want to talk about next? Because I'm sure you like you said, this is something you think about a lot. So, what's a fun one that you think of?
I don't know. Right now, I'm really kind of still stuck on Iron Man.
Damn.
We touched on Batman. We didn't really go into depth with that one.
Oh, fuck. Let me get my drink back in hand. Let me get ready here just in case. Yeah.
He's another one. He's rich. He's powerful. He has a lot of pull in society.
Okay.
Although he has his own issues, and I would probably end up being better friends with Alfred.
See, I don't see anyone disagreeing or not being friends with Alfred, honestly.
He's wonderful.
He's the dopest.
Yeah.
He's like the best
so
blue
good.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Rest in peace, Alfred. He is currently dead. Which breaks my heart.
Yep.
And Bruce's. Anyways.
Another spoiler alert. We see... Well, this one's less spoilery, but what I'm about to mention is going to make it a little bit so. So, obviously, one of the big go-to romances for Batman, Bruce, was Selina Kyle, Catwoman. And we got to see a lot more of that being fleshed out in a recent reading with Tom King, The Wedding, I think it was. It never came to be, which kind of pissed me off, actually, because it was like, oh, I'm kind of really vibing with this. Like, you opposites are really doing well with each other.
I love them.
Pissed a lot of people off,
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah. And I mean, like that's...
Right.
Because, like, I think about Batman and Batman and Catwoman, and I don't know, it's like, because it's so hard to make that work. They've been so on again, off again. Will they, won't they? Is she a villain? Isn't she? Is she going to support Bruce? Won't she? Is he going to arrest her? Will he let her go? She stole that old lady's jewelry. Are you going to get that back? It's just, I don't know. But as far as like Batman goes, trying to be in a relationship with Batman.
Well, part of the issue is Batman. He's only attracted to complicated women. And I don't mean complicated in the sense that, that's a negative thing. Like, he finds these women who have a long list of super abilities or super situations, and they're outstanding, very strong, and very cool women. And it's like, fuck yeah, I want to know you better. And Bruce's point is like, oh, well, I'm attracted to this. Talia, you half crazy? All right, I love it. Let's do it. And now you got a baby. Selina Kyle, Catwoman, kind of something similar going there, where she's like a very powerful. You don't really women that I don't know how you put that, but you get what I'm saying though. Yeah.
I think what he really does about Selina is her independency, because he needs his own.
I imagine that's a fair bit of it. You know, same thing with Talia, Vicky, even to a degree, had her own independency. She was the most normal that I can think of, but yeah.
He also dated this girl named Jezebel Jet. That sounds like a Bond name, but
I was about to say that sounds like an older decade as well. Yeah, Jezebel Jet. Yeah, good old alliteration.
About 15 years ago.
Okay, that's not that bad. Yeah. That's okay.
But the hardest thing I think about dating Batman would be trying to get past all the barriers, because I think he's mostly attracted to people that know who he is and still want to be around anyway. Like, not that he puts on the front as Batman, that's who he really is, but people who get to really know him.
Right. He just has a lot more barriers. Yeah.
He's probably, as far as like mentally, on the same line as Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
with a lot of
a
like
lot
the
of-
self-defensive stuff.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
walls and
Okay.
stuff.
That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
They might hit it off really well. Yeah.
That would be interesting.
They actually might. Think about that. Yeah.
Right?
I can
Yeah,
see
she's
him
like a-
pissing her off though.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can see anybody pissing her off, but I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that really works. Wow.
It does. It works surprisingly well. Actually, the more I think about it.
You know what? I haven't written anything down for a minute. I'm gonna write that one down.
there you go.
Yeah.
Batman and Black Widow. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna think about when I go home.
Oh my.
That works surprisingly well.
There you go.
So I know that one of Oz's favorite heroes, and also one of my favorite heroes, also. I don't know if you know a lot about him, but it's Green Lantern. And I think that Green Lantern will actually be one of the chillest people on our entire list. I think he'd be the most easygoing. He's a guy. He just happens to work for a very specific police force that guards the galaxy. I mean, how you guys think it'd be to be with somebody like Green Lantern?
Honestly, I don't know that much about him.
No.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably wouldn't want to be with the Green Lantern unless it was the cool female version. But yeah, you know.
Jessica Cruz.
Thank you.
No,
Yeah.
we've been switch hitting all night. Don't change the energy now.
I mean, I don't really know personality-wise that much. I only know his interaction with like the Justice League and stuff like that. I haven't, dove in too much into the Bible of Green Lantern that you have over there, the one we've joked about so much. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, like, there's a reason why he and the Flash get along so well is because I think personality-wise they're kind of on similar wavelengths. Like they're both just really chill dudes who obviously are very serious about what they do, but at the end of the day, like, they want to joke around and have fun.
Right.
Whereas a lot of these people on our list, not so much.
Well, there are also some of the heroes that can detach themselves the most from the work. Like he can just take the ring off, and all of a sudden he's Hal Jordan again.
Yeah.
Or Jessica Cruz or something.
You mentioned the Flash. That's another one that we could touch on. I don't know if I'd be as happy with the Flash as I would Iron Man, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he would bitch a lot. Because
Wait, which one are we talking? Oh, okay. Like
getting
Wally, I
ready
guess.
to go out on a date or something. Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? I'd probably end up having to hit him. I'm not gonna lie.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then, like, wouldn't it make you even more mad when you sit back and think, that motherfucker let me hit him?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That would make me angrier.
Yeah.
You would have saw that coming from like a mile.
Right.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think in the beginning, I think that Flash should do maybe little cutesy things.
Yeah.
You know, with the super speed. But as time goes on in the relationship, I do see him being like, "Come on, are you ready yet?"
He would get irritating.
Yeah.
I mean,
can see
he
that.
is irritating, but he would get more irritating.
Damn.
I mean, he's not terrible. He's not
Well,
Cyclops.
which one are we talking about? Barry or Wally? Or any of them, really?
Any of them, I think, just Flash is
Okay.
Flash.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. We'll go with Barry for all intents and purposes, I guess.
I mean, whenever we say Barry now, the only thing that comes to mind, unfortunately, is the daggum CW Barry. And it's like, no, dude. I don't see anyone being happy with him that isn't written to be so in the script, you know? It's like, you are forced to like this Barry. I'm not a fan of the CW shit. So
My
it's like,
11-year-old watches it and loves it.
yeah? Okay. Well, I'm glad for your 11-year-old. That's dope. Yeah.
I was more or less referring to it's very childlike, but
There you go. Yeah, if you, homie, listening to this right now, if you love the show, please continue loving it. Watch the hell out of it. It's not for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love what you love.
Oh yeah, love what you love. That should be the theme of tonight's episode right there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense to be the title. Not enough sense, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah.
We'll just say it a couple times every now and again.
There you go. Yeah, let's talk about some villains.
Oh yeah. Which ones to start with?
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
All
Yeah.
right. You know what? Let's start big. Let's start with the Joker.
Nope.
No.
I mean, in any in any representation of the
really
Joker.
doesn't matter, does
His
it?
name is
No.
a giant red flag in itself.
Right?
Like red flag, all over the place.
Yeah.
Everything.
The red flag that popped out of his gun when he almost tried to kill someone is another fucking red flag.
Right.
Bang.
Literally,
Right.
yes.
Like, oh fuck, I left the real one at home. Goddamn.
I wouldn't be able to put up with them.
No.
I'd be calling one of y'all to help me bury a body. I swear.
And
Yeah.
also, he's obviously abusive.
Yeah.
Have you heard about they made a new go-to woman for him now that Harley Quinn's kind of separating more so?
Punchline.
Yeah, Punchline.
Punchline,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mentioned her on the podcast, I think, a couple weeks ago.
Right, yeah. It takes a very particular woman to be with Joker, and
I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right?
I want to
Yeah.
know more about
Yeah.
that relationship, that dynamic, and about her.
right.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause-
Like, is she just a carbon copy Harley here, or what's the deal? You know, I don't know yet.
yeah, I feel like they have to write her a different brand of crazy from Harley.
I mean, they would have to because that's just a good idea.
Yeah.
If you don't, then it's like, what the fuck are you
What's
doing?
the point?
Yeah.
Although I do want to see her put him in his place.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. In other words, have a stronger stance rather than the
Yes.
push around Harley was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Although now, hallelujah, I'm talking about this like it's a fucking reality show. Harley is now outside of that relationship. Thank goodness, you know.
Yes.
That's Harley-luya.
Get the fuck out of here. Go to bed.
That was my one for tonight, folks.
That was your one.
Okay. But no, I think that, man, like, there's just no upside to dating the Joker.
No.
I mean, if you're with him, people are afraid of you. That's I mean, honestly, that's about it. I can't think of anything else.
They might be afraid of you because you're dating the Joker or because you're crazy.
For dating the Joker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you for finishing my sentence.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
That works. No.
Still a big no.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Why would you even bring that up?
I mean, so obviously there is some appeal there. Like, listen, I think the Joker on a sociopathic level is way more charming than he gets credit for. He pulled at what it was at the time a sane psychiatrist.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, Harley was probably low key always a little bit crazy,
Right. That's kind of
But-
what I was thinking. Yeah. But
still to do what he did takes some charm.
I mean, no one said he's not charming. He's just also
Crazy?
exactly
Oh, yeah.
sociopathic,
Yes.
crazy, a megalomaniac for sure. You know. Yeah. But
Yeah. I mean, he's narcissistic. He's the whole nine yards. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that there is any actual redeeming qualities about the Joker, other than the fact that he's a really cool villain. Anyways, we spoke about him. What about Harley? Harley be today, Harley. I don't think
I'm
date
not gonna
Harley.
lie,
I
guys,
think like
no.
it'd be nice to spend,
just spend a couple evenings with her.
yeah.
I'd be afraid for even a one night stand because I'd be afraid to try to call me after and like
So-
get clingy
Oh.
and then with
I
her
can see that. I can see
irritating
that.
voice. I don't know. You know? Like,
Yeah.
no, I think I'm good. I'm gonna leave just that alone.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have loved to have been Nightwing in the one animated situation they were in,
Yes,
where
yeah.
he was tied to the bed and everything. Oh my god,
That was a very deadly, dangerous situation for Nightwing.
yeah.
I mean, he was.
He made the right choice options in his
Yeah,
video game
yeah.
to have the best ending. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we're talking about, guys. For those who haven't seen it, there's an animated DC film. It's called Batman and Harley Quinn, and you guessed it, it's about Batman and Harley Quinn.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy.
No way.
But there's one scene where Harley, I think she hits Nightwing over the back of the head with her mallet. I forget exactly how it happens, but it transitions to where Nightwing is tied up in Harley's bed.
Yep.
Harley is standing in front of him at her wardrobe closet, and she's in the middle of changing clothes.
Yep.
And she's drawn very.
Seductively?
That's probably the best
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
Yeah. And Nightwing is looking like, I know I should escape, but I kind of want to see what's going on here.
I mean, to be honest, in that same situation, I'd have probably had the same thoughts.
Yeah.
Right. Thank
Yeah.
you. I was about to say I'm not the weird one here.
I think though, in Nightwing's defense, and I'm just writing canon here now.
Please.
If I'm him, I'm thinking, okay, I'm a little bit more comfortable because I know if I want to, I can escape from these cuffs. Whereas me, homie Q, I can't escape from no cuffs. I'll be fucking stuck.
Yeah.
I'm literally at her mercy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's scarier.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
terrifying.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, but that is the truth of it, though. After that, like, initial night there, I wouldn't want anything else to do with that. I would want that to be like a bucket list thing where it's like, hey, that happened, check, and then like, all right, just like you were talking about, close it off, a one and done deal.
You say
out.
that now,
Exactly.
but there's probably some bomb ass sex. I got a feeling that she's probably one of the
It
best.
probably
I don't doubt
is.
that at
I mean,
all.
I'm pretty sure years down the road, you're sitting there thinking one night, just like, fuck, that was a good. Oh my God. You
Yeah,
know?
and then she'd read your thoughts and come pop up out of nowhere. Like
Exactly.
the crazy bitch she is. Like, were you thinking about me?
Well,
That kind of reminds me. Have you guys seen this movie? It must be a decade old now. My Super Ex-Wife or something like that. It was with Luke Wilson and Uma Thurman.
nope.
Um,
Nope.
There was my ex-girlfriend or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Like she was a superhero or something, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
Uma Thurman. Yeah, she had superpowers, and
Okay.
but her and Luke Wilson,
Oh, did she like throw a shark?
she did. She threw a shark at him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
fuck! Where did that come from? Because I don't think I've seen this movie. I just know that I
think
might
that
have
was
seen
in
the
the
movie.
trailers.
It's actually quite
Wow.
funny. I would
Yeah?
suggest to watch it just to have that.
What,
Yeah.
what's it called? My Super
I think
X?
it's
Ex-girlfriend, I think.
my super ex girlfriend. I think
Why not? Yeah.
yeah. It was but that movie alone, I think also is maybe a cautionary tale about what we're talking about.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is because think about it like this. We've been looking at superheroes and super people from the point of view of Marvel and DC all night. What if it's more like something from Dark Horse, like The Boys, dude, where super people have their own mental
Oh man.
insecurities and disabilities and things like that, like insecurities. Like, wait, what the fuck? This super person's clingy as hell, and they're trying to threaten me.
We touched on that a little bit with Black Widow and Batman with their walls they put up.
Right.
And then, of course, the villains, they always have some kind of mental issues going
yeah.
on.
Right. Yeah. I feel like in The Boys though, they're almost as like a. They're so self-elevated, like they themselves have put their own being mentally, physically, whatever on such a
Yeah.
pedestal that imagine being with a super person. Let's say you actually have the balls to try to break up with them. What happens then? Like what's the main's name? Mr.
Billy Butcher or no. The bad guy.
The bad guy with the big the. Have you seen the show that we're talking about, The Boys?
I've only watched a couple episodes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way,
I thought I
all
was
these
making you watch
supers.
He did make me watch it, but then I got into it, so I actually started watching it.
Dope.
And then I got distracted by another show. I can't remember what it was, but it trailed off into another and then another.
Right.
We're gonna give you
as it
home-
does. As it does.
We can give you homework assignment then.
I know, right?
Okay.
We give her all
Homelander.
the boys.
Easy.
Homelander, yeah. He's like the Superman of this universe,
Yes.
but he's very much into himself and
He's
very
like
fucked
Superman.
up in the
He's got
head.
his head
Oh,
up his
yeah.
ass.
Yeah. But in this case, they're not afraid to show like the more demented dark side of him, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna kill this thing because it's my call,
Yeah.
But what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with
that's
the plane scene.
oh
Yeah, that's an example. That's like the good example right
That
there.
made me mad. Like,
Yeah.
that is like the darkest part of like the God complex.
Right.
What happens if you give man that kind of power?
If it's a universe like that, I would want to hopefully date and or get with a superhero more like Hope, whatever her super name was, because I can't remember it.
Yep.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, though.
do,
Yeah,
yeah.
the good new superhero that was recruited onto the team.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it was Starlight.
Starlight.
Starlight, yeah.
Yeah. Go us. 3 brains. We can remember shit. Put that in a blender. All
We
right.
got there.
But no.
Yeah.
So Harley, maybe once. I say every once in a while.
She'd be your one and done fantasy. I'd say we're all allowed that, where it's like a cool ass, freakish night of just completely great sex, but
It would have to be Definitely, like you said, a bucket list thing, but like
Yeah.
right before I die, so that I really don't have to put up with her.
Okay.
I can see that.
Interesting.
What about someone like Loki, Megan? What do you think it'd be to be with someone like him?
I don't think it would be that bad, but I also at the same time, he reminds me of this guy I used to date.
That's never a good start.
I know. I was about to say, like, I didn't expect to hear that tonight, but it's not good.
No, he's too full of his damn self.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
He just has this
he is a god.
mightier than thou. Okay, yes, but
Yeah.
there's no reason for him to have that kind of an attitude.
Okay.
That would be a no for me.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Probably the same thing with Thor, honestly. You know, just to throw both gods under the bus there. But yeah. No, I never even fathomed the idea of Loki in a relationship, honestly. That's never crossed my mind.
Right?
Me either, really, to be honest.
Yeah, right?
Although, I would take Fat Thor any day.
Really?
Yep. All day, every day.
It is no longer surprising how common that answer is. Like, I hear more often now, like, no, Fat Thor, hell yeah, and a lot more thumbs up for women than, you know, Thor or Chris Hemsworth. Now it's like Fat Thor.
Yeah.
It's because you don't understand how much we love a belly.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
for real. Like, the dad bod thing, it's okay. You'll get it. The dad bod thing has really got it going on. It's
Okay.
like hugging a big teddy bear. I mean, there's no offense to you skinny people out there. Like, you get the love too.
Hell yeah.
No body shaming here. I love all bodies.
You hear that, homies? None of us body shame. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. You know, it's funny though. Just really quick on the Fat Thor thing, because there's this guy that I see in the gym. Like we've like seen each other.
Okay.
Just on occasions in there, but now it's been enough times that we actually build up a little bit of a rapport. And
That's always interesting.
yeah. But anyways, when I met him, maybe back in like 2012,
Okay.
he and I were both like around the same part on like our workout kind of journey. And I've
That
seen
can be
this
awkward
guy.
at
Yeah,
first. I see it actually worked out well here, but yeah.
yeah, and I've seen this guy. You know, I've seen him. You know, progress and work out and whatnot. And like he grew his hair out, and he was finally putting on some mass. And you know, some others say, hey man, you like looking good, man. What you hitting tonight? He's like, oh man, I'm doing bars or whatever. Like he goes. He knows I'm a nerd. And he goes, hey man, you seen the new at this time Endgame had just come out. He goes, have you seen the new Avengers movie? I go, yeah. I go, he goes, man, you know, I liked it, man, but I gotta tell you, man, this is kind of bullshit. Like, I go, what's up? He goes, I spent so much of my time trying to look like fucking Thor, and now just like that, I don't like. That's not even what they want anymore. I was like,
I mean, it is.
I didn't have anything to say to him.
I mean,
Poor baby.
at that point, it's not bullshit, but it is like you are an unfortunate soul.
It's just like, God damn.
This is like,
Yeah,
you're not winning. You didn't catch it. Yeah.
I was like, hey man, you know, like we're all in here doing this for ourselves, and I knew there was a lie. He knew I was lying, but I felt obligated.
Where's
to
my
say
water?
That. I feel obligated to say that though, just to, I guess gonna make him feel a little bit better, because
It's
like,
the nice, polite social lies we tell ourselves. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah.
But you said that it'd be a no for Thor though, as far as dating Thor.
No for pre-Fat Thor.
Okay, gotcha.
I think Fat Thor is a little more humbled.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, whenever we met him, what was he doing? Fortnite and beer?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Fortnite and beer.
New Master 69 was the guy who beat him.
Yeah. Yep.
I wonder who that was.
I really hope it's Deadpool. That's
Right.
that'd be perfect.
Ah, man.
And that's another one.
That's another one.
Yes, sir.
Really?
Mask
Wow.
on or mask off, or it doesn't matter.
The beginning, mask on, and then
Okay.
midway through, pull it off and throw it across the room.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
That's a
Ooh.
baller move.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay. There's a homie out there who just took note of that.
Here's the thing about Deadpool. He is insane, but he's also a good-hearted person.
Yes.
And also, he is Ronald Reynolds. So, yeah.
I guess even ugly Ryan Reynolds is still Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, he's no Fat Thor, but yeah.
But no, that's also another interesting one.
I mean, yeah, I didn't even fathom that one. Shit.
Yeah, yeah, it's because.
I mean, the person who's seeing him in the movies, Vanessa, is also the same who becomes,
Yeah. Oh fuck, I forget.
Gwenpool?
No.
No. That's that Gwen Stacy, whatever. That's a really weird mashup. But who are we talking about? What's her name? Fuck. I know. I'm thinking
She was. I think she become for a while. I think Copycat imitated her, but.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't know. It might be worth it to look it up here.
No. But no, who else we talking about before Deadpool? Avocado Face.
Oh, they just call her Lady Deadpool.
Really?
Yeah, that's boring.
Yeah,
Lady
that is
Deadpool, Wanda Wilson from another universe.
Anticlimactic.
Right.
Like, I was
Yeah.
really
Like,
expecting.
That's a different character. Than
But that is a different one that I'm thinking of because
Yeah,
I'm thinking of the one
You're
that's
thinking of
white
Vanessa.
and pink. Yeah.
But no, let's talk about Thanos. What about dating the Mad
I was hoping we'd get to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. First off, who? If we had to play matchmaker, real quick, both of us together here, who would actually be able to see him? Who would be the counterpart? Who would he be dating?
So okay, let's look at the qualities that Thanos really appreciates. Okay. I think.
Besides death.
Yeah. I think a
She
strict.
likes honesty. I'm thinking Wonder Woman.
Huh.
Homies, give us a minute here. We have to sit in quiet contemplation. Because I did not expect that. Wow.
Think about that though.
Okay.
Thanos and Wonder Woman. I think that might work out.
You don't think that she would think he's too much like Darkseid?
Like a tyrant trying to.
They do say that opposites attract.
Oh, okay.
So
As we talked
he
about,
might
so
be the dark side to her, and she would be like, they could counterbalance each other. And she could be
Okay.
like, no, you can't do that. That's not right. And I can see him kind of being like, oh,
plus she would be able to firsthand experience, learn his motives, thanks to Lassos of Truth and whatnot, and be able to actually see, oh, he's not doing this just because. This is
reason.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, damn. Well, he might turn her then. I don't know.
Yeah. That could be bad.
Because that's two strong people seeing each other. Eventually, you might become one another. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Ooh, but that's a ballsy answer. I
It
like
is.
it. Wow.
So
Cute. Your turn.
My answer is a bit unfair because I'm going to steal something here. But so there's a moment.
Okay.
There's a moment in the comics where Thanos, his association with Lady Death becomes a little estranged, and he ends up hooking up with Hela, the same Hela from Thor Ragnarok.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because those two
Yeah.
also have quite a bit in common.
I'm giving more points to Megan because that came out of nowhere. The shock factor was dope, and that came from a previously established comic book.
That makes sense.
I wouldn't.
I mean, yeah, I'm just making fun of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you too. I don't know though, man. Thanos is a.
Well, here's the real answer. It's a threesome between all three of them. There you go. All right.
Wow.
Wonder Woman would eat her.
Damn.
Shit. I don't know. I can see Wonder Woman and Thor being a very, very compatible couple.
They would not only just play off of each other,
Okay.
but I think they would really end up balancing one another because he would want to do one thing and she might rein him back in.
Okay. So, you don't think that he would be too pompous at times for her?
I think he probably absolutely but
Okay.
it would probably just take that one look from her,
To calm his ass down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Okay.
what
Okay.
the fuck you think you're doing?
Thor, we don't do that shit here. Okay.
I mean no disrespect. I don't know, but I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck on Thanos. Just because.
I wouldn't want to put up with him personally.
I mean,
well, here's the thing though. Thanos, he is a romantic. He will get you whatever you want.
That's fair, but I don't know if I'd be able to get over that chin.
yeah, the
ridged chin.
the ridged
Yeah,
chin.
it was like a little. I don't know.
I was just trying to think of what that looks like. I have no fucking clue. It's the purple chin. Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple chin.
chin.
Hey, better ridge chin than bald chin, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
true. You can't have your balls on your chin. That's just not a good look.
Looking at you, Peter Griffin.
Nah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There you go. That was our impression.
Oh, weak ass impression of Peter Griffin.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate
Huzzah.
that. Are there any other villains we want to touch on?
Let's do a female villain. We did Hello a little bit there. Let's do
Poison Ivy.
Ooh, yes, Poison Ivy. Thank you. Yes. First off, Kite Man is so fucking good for her. I'm not gonna get off of that. That makes me so happy. Yeah.
I mean, once
With
again-
this version of Poison Ivy that
I'm
we
gonna
get in
have
the
to
show.
research
Yeah.
that because now
It is
I'm
such a
super
good show.
curious.
Please go watch it.
Yes.
Treat yourself. You deserve it.
You would
Yes.
really enjoy that show. It's
It is
just
so
phenomenal.
fucking good.
But I love Poison Ivy. I think she's absolutely
Oh, yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and her and the whole Harley Quinn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ship those two.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
Mm.
Poison Ivy, man. Because hell, the inception of this episode started with us talking about what it would be like to date Poison Ivy.
That's exactly what started this idea.
Yeah.
We actually got rid of an idea to make room for this one because we wanted to do this so bad because of said conversation. First off, that might have just been you and I fantasizing about being able to date Poison Ivy and not die of pheromones or some shit.
Right.
But that is exactly where balancing on a sword's edge comes in here, where it's like, how do you get on her good side to where you don't teeter over and become another one who dies of pheromones, who gets like the nasty after effects? How do you win her heart so well that you are safe, immune from her toxins, if you will?
I think she's another one that values honesty.
Dope. Okay.
Think about the relationship between her and Harley Quinn. Harley's got that cutesy, innocent, not so innocent thing going on.
Right.
Whereas Ivy's the stronger, more independent. Like, she kind of takes care of Harley.
Yeah. Okay.
So you kind of got to play off of that a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
But I think she could do with being with someone that's just as strong and independent as she is.
Okay.
If you know how to do the bantering correctly. I think she would enjoy the bantering.
I could see that. Yeah. Who would be a good match then? I had an idea of Captain America up until you said the bantering, and it's like, nope.
He won't be able to do that.
That's true. He's not a matcher.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
But honesty though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
He would probably get on her nerves.
Ooh, what about Hal Jordan? Green on green.
There's a lot of green.
That's a lot of green.
Yeah.
Because he has the mellow side of himself that he could be like the fun opposite to her more strict eco-terrorism side. And then I don't know of any version of how that would just like want to shy or hide away, thus be tempted to tell more lies or something. So
Yeah. No.
yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
Okay.
I would like
Also,
to pair her with Cyclops so that she could probably maybe, get rid of something.
Fuck.
What were you saying?
She found another way to bury him in the dirt.
You alright over there?
Homies, for all you guys who support Cyclops, send us some love at superherohomes@gmail.com.
we might need it after this. Fuck, man. Q.
I was gonna say Swamp Thing.
But is that more like, is she gonna be like boyfriend material or work husband material? Because at that point she might, that might become such a powerful friendship.
It's arguable.
It's like they're two alike. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean sometimes that can work. I mean it's been stated that oftentimes Poison Ivy is more plant than person now. I feel that like her cause and her purpose is so much akin to what Swamp Thing is. Man, you never know. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. As far as like banter goes and whatnot, Swamp Thing, he's so far removed from anything.
I was about to say now he would. I don't think. I think because of that and because of how much more detached he is, I don't think it would work. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue because like I don't really know of really any kind of person who could survive the type of world that Poison Ivy wants to be in.
What about Poison Ivy and Catwoman?
Yes.
I mean,
Right?
Yep. Right. You're winning.
Yes.
I mean, that sounds like a great movie. I have to Google.
Well, if you find it, send it
You're only
over.
gonna find it on a few sites.
I can think of one, but
Hell yeah.
Oh, we can all think of one. Oh yeah.
We've mentioned several.
I feel like I have to go home and make art of this now.
Yeah.
If you do, send it to us.
Absolutely. I'll get it framed and everything. Hang it on a wall or something.
Actually,
Yeah.
we just got a new bookshelf, so we need something to cover the space there.
There
Yeah.
you go. Just be careful who you invite over.
Yeah.
Or you could get a little tissue and hang up over the top.
And then they'd be curious, what's underneath that one?
Don't
Nope.
look.
Nope.
Don't look.
You're not allowed to touch that. Hey, look over there. Yep.
You can put a box of tissues and a bottle of lotion under it.
Don't worry about this one.
Wow.
I ship those two though.
Oh,
Absolutely.
That
The
could be-
more I
I
think
mean,
about it,
personalities. I could really see that shit. I mean, fuck, man.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're winning over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually do. It's okay, especially up against Quentin. So
Oh.
Fuck, man.
Wow.
Dude,
Mostly when he
she
brings
is
in
burying
Cyclops.
you.
You said most of them what?
when I bring in Cyclops.
Here's the thing. I'm a gentleman, okay? So
All right, Quentin. Wow.
I will say this though, as far as Poison Ivy goes, dating anybody, you're gonna have to be one who is definitely, obviously, pro Earth and pro environment.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to find subtle ways to convince Ivy that, I know that they chopped down maybe a portion of these trees, but they built an orphanage there, so maybe not destroy it.
Yeah, kind of show her the balance, a little bit of the duality, I suppose.
Yeah.
In the moments when it really truly does exist, you know, and it's not like, oh, they chopped down these trees so they can make a fucking parking lot. Something else, of course, we need more of, And that, hearing you talk about that kind of made me think about, like, if I was to try to date Poison Ivy, what would be my first date? And it would have to be something kind of like that, where we're kind of having fun with, like, the whole duality there, where it's like, hey, let's go clean up a park or something dope like that. Have a fun, like, walk, just kind of do something nice and laid back. And then let's go buy dinner at this cool, I don't know, like vegan cafe or something dope like that, just kind of to let her have the option. Because I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know, that actually, that goes to another off-topic question. Is she vegan?
Well, technically, she doesn't have to eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Just
take her.
stands in the sun for a little while.
Yeah, drink some water.
So if I go to a vegan restaurant, am I pissing her off?
I don't know.
I mean,
Just don't eat around her.
there you go. That's it. So in that case, never mind. We wouldn't go to. Ooh, fuck. We'd go for drinks, where she can get water, and I can get like a kombucha or something. Damn.
I'll make the same joke I made on the Harley Quinn podcast. The only salad you should be tossing is hers. So.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Do we?
We're romantics. What can we say?
What can we say?
I'm so wooed right now.
Oh my gosh.
Call me Mr. Steal Your Girl. Call Oz up and tell him, hey man, got some bad news for you.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
But no. Do we have any more before you wrap up? Anything else we want to talk about in closing?
What do you guys think of? Cause there's been a few like fanfic pictures out there and whatnot. What do you guys think of? Because I saw one actually before we closed up. Let's see what you guys think about this. What do you think of the whole Deadpool and Harley Quinn thing? Yeah. Okay. I was about to say that's kind of more I'm sitting.
No,
Yeah.
I can see where people can see that, but for me, it's just too chaotic
Right.
of a relationship.
You're asking for you to have a tornado and an earthquake at the same time. Like, you don't need more.
I don't know. It's not just that they're two crazy people. It's more that I don't think they would get along. I think that he would get fed up with her. Okay, she's not stupid, but she plays stupid.
Okay.
And I think he would get fed up with that.
I can see
He
that.
likes a strong, smart woman.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, I never cared for that much myself. I feel like people only did that because strictly because of the similarities and
because it's easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy,
Yeah.
and because they've had similar trajectories in terms of like their comic book popularities and whatnot. They both kind of blew up around the same time and got really popular around the same time and became more independent around the same time.
Yeah.
So-
And she just tried to copy the movie technique of the. Oh wait.
their costumes look good together, though.
that is
I
true.
always say that. So
That is
I can
true.
see where they would look good drawn together.
Okay.
So there.
Him in the classic and her, I guess, in like the OG animated classic with like the
Yeah.
red and black. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay,
gesture
okay.
outfit.
Yeah.
Screw the other one with the dyed hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eh.
not doing it for you.
Have you seen Birds of Prey yet? No,
No,
they have
no.
more outfits in that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
A
Okay.
lot of outfits. They don't. Spoiler alert. They don't use the gesture outfit.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh no.
But yeah, there you go, man. That's all I got.
Oh, that was a good one to end it on. That
Oh, yeah.
and tossing poison ivy salad. I can't think of
Oh,
any better way
Lord.
to end that.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Megan, thank you again for being on for this episode.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
This was a blast, and like I don't. This episode I know for a fact wouldn't have been as good if you weren't here.
It probably been
This is
real
so true.
creepy.
It would have been real creepy.
Yeah, I don't know a way we can talk about this without sounding creepy. Oh wait, you're here. Fuck yeah, that made it so much better. You know.
Oh, I'm glad
Yeah.
that I could help. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I'm glad. Hell yeah. And I'd love to have you back for another one.
Absolutely.
If only to hear you guys dogging it out about fucking Cyclops again.
I mean,
I
like,
might
let's-
ask you to come on an episode where we only just title it Cyclops.
Let's not
Oh, I bring a lot of ammo.
let's not get too ahead of ourselves here.
It's okay to be scared.
Oh. All right, I'm ready to close shop now. That was beautiful.
yes. We
I'm
will-
sorry. As your friend, I should be defending you, but as your true friend, I'm just sitting here watching it burn.
We will
Glad I
go
could
ahead
bring
and close up shop here.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, Cyclops is a fantastic father, leader of the mutant kind.
Okay.
Took
okay.
over the Professor X school of mutated children.
That's what it was called.
That's what it was called.
Of gifted
It's
youth.
had so many fucking names.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Jean Grey, gifted institution, blah 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 blah.
Logan's Art Institute. There you go.
Logan's Art Institute.
Yeah, he was an art teacher for a scene. Yeah.
For a single. But no, I think that's all we have for this one, guys.
Yep.
Cyclops is awesome. But before we close up,
Before we close up, thank you guys again for listening. If you want some more, there's always more available at the Patreon page, of course, at patreon.com/superhero homies. Or, of course, you could just Google Patreon Superhero Homies and you'll find us there. $1 gets you most things, $3 gets you everything, and every donation we are eternally grateful for. So thank you.
yes, as a matter of fact, in a couple of days we'll be covering the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie coming out in theaters.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah. We have recently covered for our Patreon page The Witcher, Mandalorian, the latest Star Wars movie. There's one I skipped, The Gentleman. We did that one, but we don't only do movies. We do video games as well. We'll be covering the new Kakarot game here really soon. Also, we do cult classic movies and all things nerd related. So yeah, definitely give it a check out, guys.
Hell yeah.
But if you guys have any other kind of questions, comments, gifts, list, food supplies, and hit us up at superherohomies@gmail.com or any of our social media outlets. We are always active and live. Megan, thank you again for being on. This has been awesome.
Yeah, no problem. I had super fun.
Hey, yes. How about you be an official superhero homie for the next 15 seconds? That sound cool? Superhero homie Megan?
Yeah.
Fuck
super
yeah.
Yeah. Well, so until next time, my name is Superhero Homie Q.
I am Superhero Homie Kevin.
I'm superhero homie Megan.
Awesome.